maybe men aren't getting therapy because they're using other outlets.
Right.
But maybe what I'm asking for males to consider is it being okay to talk to someone, you know?
Right.
I know that like there was times where I used to have to do like assessments for like men
Mm.
to see if they needed like additional help, like maybe when they were like expressing like suicidal ideation,
Mhm.
things like that. And I remember a lot of men being challenged with like putting details
Mm.
into like what they were going through.
Right.
And I would always say like you don't necessarily have to detail your trauma in the way that others might,
Right.
but you can still highlight that you're experiencing trauma. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Like I might not, it might be unsafe for someone to detail exactly why they have PTSD,
Right.
but it's okay to talk about PTSD and to treat it. Because you don't have to necessarily always reveal all of the intimate details of things to still
For sure.
overcome it,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But when I think about both of your music as I was listening,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you're right. There's a lot of like hardcore elements, and sometimes operating in that world feels tough because I hear like not a lot of trust. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Watching out for everyone around or people, or, and I get it. It makes so much sense because
Right.
you have so much to lose. So living a certain lifestyle, you do have to be like guarded.
May I ask, is it really a certain lifestyle though? I know women that work jobs in the hospital that feel like they can't trust everybody they work with. They learn that your work friends ain't really your real life friends. You know what I mean? It's really kind of relative
To life.
to your life and the world that you're in. You know what I mean? It really is gonna come to you one way or another. I don't think it's just the street or it like that in the corporate world. I know people are in very competitive environments in the corporate world and they can't trust everybody because somebody want their spot.
That's an excellent point.
So it's just about how you kind of look at the cup. You know what I mean?
You're so right.
And everything you do, somebody, you know what I'm saying? Anything you're doing, some podcast, somebody might look at your podcast and be like, oh, I gotta do that. But like anything you do, it's competition, everything. Like you said, a job,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially music or any competitive sport. Even the way you dress. You come outside every day a certain way, people looking at you, watching everything you got on, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like that's just life. It's just that you gotta know how to just deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so interesting how like we don't live in a very like nurturing, like positive place where like people are just happy for one another. We live in a space where like you just said you have to kind of be on point.
Yeah, it's
you
so
know?
much fake. It be you even if you get in genuine love, it'd be like I don't even want to. I don't know if I should accept this because I don't know if it's real. Like, I mean, but I feel like when you go through certain things in life,
Yeah.
you could kind of sort out the real and the fake. Like I know, like me personally, I like when you grow up in a certain area and grow up a certain way, you've been through certain things, so you look like I like body language can tell me like somebody ain't right.
Yeah.
I could really like. It sounds like a lot of my friends be like, "Yo, bro, I ain't want to say it, but you dead right, son, about homie." And I be like, "I told you."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna keep knocking on that door like, "Yo, son, yo, don't." I'm gonna say it one time and then leave it. And then even with as far as a female, you could just know. Like when you've been through certain things, it's like you just know. And then when something is genuine, it's a certain feeling you get. You know what I'm saying? So when you ain't got that feeling, like that's like when we record, you just know when the song is right.
It's
Like,
lit.
nah, this is
It's
sick.
lit, yeah.
And you be like, oh, this is some regular shit. That's cool.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Every single time that you like did something meaningful, you felt it. Your intuition
you can
kicked
feel
in.
it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you can feel it.
Absolutely. Those special times you feel it. I mean, I think sometimes you got those times you be like, dang, I ain't like this song like that. But a lot of people like it. But for the most part, you feel like that, all right, this might be special.
All right.
Yeah, you feel that.
So I know that you are from Harlem.
Harlem World. Don't forget the dollar.
Don't forget the dollar sign.
Yeah.
Right? No, straight up. Like
Uh-huh.
Harlem is just a whole other world.
Yeah, it is.
First of all, I'm gonna tell a story about one time I was raised in Queens.
All right.
I'm from Jamaica, Queens.
All right.
Okay.
I was born in South America, but I was raised in Jamaica, Queens.
All
And then I moved to like Brooklyn when I was like in my teens.
All right.
So you're a Queens girl.
I'm a Queens girl.
Big
All right.
I'm
yeah.
so soft
Yeah.
and sweet.
Shout out
You know
to
how those
Queens.
girls are.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah. And then I go to Harlem one night on a
Uh-oh.
Saturday,
Uh-oh.
and it's so many music videos
was
being
at?
shot.
Where you was at in Harlem?
I was on 145th and
Uptown.
Lex.
In Lex,
sound
East
wild.
Side?
Yes.
And Lennox.
Lennox.
And Lennox.
Lennox.
Yeah, so he was on the west side. Yes, there's no letting Lexington on.
Yeah.
It's Lennox.
145 in Lennox.
Yes.
And I was just like, what's happening here?
Uh-huh.
It was like 5 different rap videos.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can never do this again.
Yeah, you was on real.
It was good vibes.
Oh, I was
real good
outside.
grounds.
It was good vibes.
It was good
Yeah.
vibes. Yeah. It's totally chill, very I had a great time, but just the energy of Harlem is so special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Harlem is
All
dope.
that love.
It feels special being from Harlem. But I mean, I think everybody feels special being from where they from, whether it's Far Rock, you know what I mean, Harlem, Queens. But for me, growing up in Harlem has been like super dope. Right around 4th, 5th, I went to high school at FDA on 149th and 7th. Actually, my first like billboard was on 145th and Lenox, above like the Jimbo. So that's like a special.
Oh,
place
I
for
know
me.
the Jimbos, yes.
Yeah. So shout out to that opportunity. That was fire. So that definitely, I done played ball in that basketball court right there on Lenox. So I done lifted weights with my man Quills. I mean, did pull-ups on the pull-up bars with my man Quills and worked out with my man Mike. So that's that spot, that area means the world. Play ball, all that's a Harlem world. It means the world. And it got everything to do with my bop, my swagger, the way I talk, the pride I got in. It's super culture, like super black culture when I was growing up in Harlem. So it's dope. Inspired everything about me.
Yeah, it just made you a lot. I'm sure it made you very, very confident. But you also come from like, you have deep roots.
Yeah.
So we want to chat about that.
I
you know?
mean, my pops is Cool DJ Red Alert. So I was kind of as exposed to the hip hop culture and the hip hop world. I got to see a lot of things firsthand. And I learned a lot from that. That kind of built me up. Made my path a little different, but it allowed me to kind of have real genuine relationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people that are in the music industry I know is real people behind
Yeah,
the
which is
cameras and
important.
everything. Yeah, and that is important, and especially it allows me to give my friends and my family dope experiences, and it's been a blessing. My pops is a super legend, and he's always been just like the biggest role model of working hard and sticking to it, and his legacy is unmatched. Every day that he get up, he's kind of making more legendary.
I think what's the most important thing about when you're raised in that type of environment
Mhm.
is it's so nurturing,
Yeah.
and you get exposed to things, but you also learn things that you're not supposed to be doing.
I mean, yeah, you do, but a lot of the expectation becomes a little bit different, right? Because the journey is a little backwards, right? So a lot of times the people that artists work hard to get the attention of, I know already, and I kind of gotta go back
Yeah.
down and kind of grow my foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't skip no steps in it. It don't really matter to I might know a lot of people that it take people to go viral to
But
me.
you still have
But I
to
still
put in
gotta
the work.
in the work. It's the work has to be put in. It doesn't happen without the work being put in.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people I have a lot of friends that are in the same boat or in the same journey as me. I got a lot of friends that are like offspring of hip hop
Yeah.
pioneers and
Yeah.
legendary people in the music industry, and we have similar stories, we have similar feelings, but I'm glad to see that most of us, if not all of us, have found like our own way, our own lane, and it's dope. I mean,
And
it's
doing
dope.
what you enjoy.
Yeah, it's honorable. It's a dope torch to carry. I've had some of the dopest experiences. So, I'm forever like blessed.
And grateful, I'm sure.
Yes, 100%.
And Keen, I know that you paused? Or you want me to continue? Okay. And Keen, I know that you, Far Rockaway.
Far Rock, America.
Far Rock, America. Oh my God.
That's just a different world, different
It's
place.
a whole different world.
Yeah. You make it out of there any way, shape, or form. You blessed.
I mean, there's just so much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So much. Oh my God.
Yeah, Far Rock is just it's really like that shit is like third world country. That shit is just real. But I wouldn't trade it in for the world, man. Everything I experienced at Far Rock, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's just you learn a lot. Definitely and early too. Early, you're exposed to a lot early on. So a lot of people, you know what I mean, their stories is crazy. But Far Rock is just, I love where I'm from, man.
And how do you get like how are you embraced there?
I love it. It's just, I mean, every place got their good, bad, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's just, we so separated. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot more chip on our shoulder.
A lot more to prove.
A lot more to prove, a lot more to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I mean? We just really, really, we in our own world. So we like, even when we out, everything's Far Rockaway, Far Rockaway, Far Rockaway, Far Rockaway. So even when people ask about it, like, oh, why y'all don't say, with Queens? And they're like, yeah, we do, of course. But we just so isolated that we feel like, and you grow up saying like,
isn't it like the
I'm from Far Rock? Yeah, 6th borough, 43rd state.
Right?
As I'm saying, we got our own newspaper.
It's crazy.
You know I'm saying? We got our own buses and
Yonkers
vans.
is the 6th borough too, though.
For real.
Yeah,
Yonkers and Far Rockaway got that
I didn't know they called Yonkers, because, Kiss my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they
Mine
called
too.
Yonkers the 6th borough until he came out with that freestyle. I'm like, word, they call.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that make it even more compatible. Because they've been saying the 6th borough probably before I was even born. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just everything. It's just, it's love, it's hate, it's good in it, it's bad in it. You can learn. There's so much you can learn just being from Rockaway. You know what I'm saying? One. Like, there's so much you can learn. So, and early, like I said, a lot of people outside early.
And rapping starts early. Like how did you guys get started?
I started from listening to the Money, Power, Respect album.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And that was elementary school, Cutting Elementary, me, my man Rob, Scheme, Cutting Elementary School. That's crazy. And when I always talk about this, I be looking back like, niggas is really in elementary school cutting.
But you just knew.
And we knew. When I first heard, I'm like, what? Then you kept hearing it, and I'm like, how I was feeling listening to the Locks and Kiss, I'm like, I think I could make the world feel. You know what I mean? I got a story, but I waited till I got, I used to play with it, but as I got a little older, it was going through more. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna tell my little story, see how the people react to it.
Or tell your big story.
Right.
Yeah.
Big stories, little stories,
Right?
little stories.
His story.
His story.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right.
You're oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Right.
Jesus.
We got more Far Rock people in the building
yeah.
too. Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
Hey.
man. Come on, man. Can't go. No matter where you go in the world.
How are you?
What's up, baby?
Hey.
No matter where you go in the world,
Far Rock, we always
you will find somebody from
Hello.
Far Rock in the building. Yeah. Yes. What's up?
Hey, hello. How are you? Lovely seeing you. I want him to get on the camera too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I said, listen,
You coming
being
over?
from the town is a different breed.